Good morning, friends. This is Willie Dean of the Willie Dean Group, LLC, also known as your strategist, and welcome to today's episode. I wanted to share a few thoughts today on the subject leadership, a metaphor. Leadership is often defined as influence. The Latin word for influence is influens, I-N-F-L-U-E-N-S, I-N-F-L-U-E-N-S. It means to flow in, or literally a flowing in. And so here's a couple of quotes from some famous leaders. One important key to success is self-confidence, and an important key to self-confidence is preparation, by Arthur Ashe. Here's another one. You might have heard of this well-known leader, Nelson Mandela. A leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go out ahead, whereupon the others follow, not realizing that all along they are being directed from behind. All this week I thought about the spending power within the Black community. The power of the Black dollar holds significant weight for Black people to be empowered in 2020 and moving forward. Though Black America makes up a small portion of the U.S. population, exactly 13%, the Black buying power is approximately between 1 trillion and estimate 2 trillion, making us one of the largest economies in the world, according to the World Bank, and the 15th largest economy in the world in terms of GDP. However, the lifespan of the dollar in the Asian community is 28 days. In the Jewish community, a lifespan of the dollar is 19 days. And the lifespan in the African American community is approximately 6 hours. Yes, you heard that correctly. The lifespan of the African American dollar is approximately 6 hours. Therefore, by definition, if leadership is influence, and influence means to, flow in, then the question becomes, why is the spending power in the Black community flowing out versus flowing in? Perhaps you didn't hear that. Let me define that again for you. If leadership is influence, and influence means to flow in, then the question becomes, why is the spending power in the Black community flowing out versus flowing in? I've been recently following a young African man in South Africa. His name is Vusi Themba, who is single-handedly working to transform the South African Black middle class through the promoting and encouraging of entrepreneurship by young African-American men and women. He operates in the private equity space. That's leadership. He is single-handedly trying to propel young African-American men and women to become entrepreneurs so that they can be a catalyst to raising and influencing a new Black middle class in South Africa. And so here's the challenge for all small Black business leaders today. I need you to change your perspective on how you look at yourself and your approach to business. Here's an example. Did you know Apple has reached a $1 trillion valuation? Notice, they no longer talk about their MacBook or their iPad. It's all about the iPhone. Apple owns approximately 50% of the total U.S. smartphone market. Again, let me say that Apple owns approximately 50% of the U.S. smartphone market and somewhere between 22 and 23% of the global market, second only to Samsung. Did you notice also that every 18 to 24 months, Apple comes out with a new iteration of its iPhone? Now imagine if Apple is scaling and reimagining its product every 18 to 24 months, and you as a small business leader have not changed your approach or your perspective to business in the last 3 to 5 years, then you are simply lagging behind. As we enter the fourth industrial revolution, teeming with advanced technology, digitalization, AI, and 5G, what are you doing in your own specific market space to adapt? Again, I go back to, if leadership is influence If Black America has an economic spending power of 1.6 to almost $2 trillion in spending power, then what that tells me that we control 1.6 to $2 trillion of influence. I need you to change your perspective. So let me say that again. As we enter the fourth industrial revolution, teeming with advanced technology, digitalization, AI, and 5G, what are you doing in your market space to adapt? If leadership by definition is influence, then Black America has an economic spending power of approximately 1.6 to $2 trillion. That tells me we control 1.6 to $2 trillion of influence. And so here's the challenge. How do we reverse the outflow and return it to inflow? The only way is through sound entrepreneurship in the right business sectors. It is going to require a new business leadership paradigm with a new perspective, moving in a new direction in the fourth industrial revolution. The question is, are you ready? This has been Willie Dean of the Willie Dean Group, LLC, also known as your strategist. I'd like to invite you to also visit our YouTube channel, the Willie Dean Group, and hit the subscribe button and notification bell for new weekly content. Again, this is Willie Dean of the Willie Dean Group, LLC. Please visit our website and book your free consultation if you are ready to move in a new direction with a new paradigm in the new fourth industrial revolution. The question is, are you ready? Till next time, take care. This is your strategist.